Hugo Ekitike. Reports are flying in that Newcastle are stepping up their interest, holding talks with Eintracht Frankfurt, potentially eyeing a club record deal for the 23-year-old. But there is more. In a stunning development, Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein are reporting that Liverpool are preparing a formal approach to Newcastle to discuss a record bid for Alexander Isak. And if that deal doesn't happen, Liverpool are then prepared to hijack Newcastle's planned signing of Ekitike. This isn't just a transfer saga, it's a full-blown tug-of-war. Can Newcastle hold on to their stars and build their dream duo? Today, we are diving deep into that very question. Let's kick things off with the man of the hour, Hugo Ekitike. He's the player that could truly unlock a new dimension for Newcastle. A young man who's been on the cusp of big things for a while now. He carries a certain youthful exuberance, a hunger to prove himself on the biggest stage. And that hunger is driving the current transfer saga. Newcastle tried for him back in 2022, missing out to PSG. But now, after a strong season with Eintracht Frankfurt, where he scored 22 goals in 48 games and helped them qualify for the UEFA Champions League, he's already got the Champions League experience. Newcastle made their move. We are hearing talks about a potential €70 million offer turning into a concrete bid. But today, Frankfurt beat back their rejection of Newcastle's €80 million offer, citing payment terms and a desire for more, signaling that this will be no easy deal. Sporting director Marcus Krosche is a shrewd negotiator. He knows Ekitike's value and he knows where the top European clubs are circling, potentially willing to meet his demands for a fee that some sources suggest could be closer to €100 million. This is a test of Newcastle's resolve and their financial muscle within FFP rules. So, why is he worth fighting for? Particularly for European competition. Like Isak, Ekitike possesses incredible pace and acceleration. Over short distances, he explodes into space, making him a nightmare for defenders trying to track him. In the Champions League, where games are often more open and transitions are key, his speed is a massive asset, but it's his intelligent movement and positioning that truly catches the eye. Despite his height, he stands at a towering 6'3". He's not just a static target man. He drifts into those inside channels, finding pockets of space between defenders and midfielders, and makes those crucial runs to the near or back posts. He has a natural instinct for goal-scoring positions, often arriving perfectly for tap-ins or rebounds. This ability to find space against top European defenses is invaluable. And for a big man, his technical skill and dribbling are genuinely surprising. He's not clunky, he's agile. He can weave past players, use subtle feints, and step overs to create space. This isn't just about raw power, it's about finesse and grace. What I love about Ekitike is his playmaking and link-up play. He's not a selfish striker constantly looking for his own shot. He has a good eye for a pass, a knack for laying off the ball to a teammate in a better position, contributing assists as much as goals. He's a team player, and that's quality every manager craves for. He also has an admirable work rate. He's willing to press defenders, to chase down loose balls, and contribute defensively from the front. That tireless energy is infectious, and in the Champions League, every single player needs to put in a shift defensively. However, we have to be honest about areas he needs to develop. The biggest one for Ekitike is his finishing efficiency. He gets into fantastic positions, takes a good number of shots, but sometimes he just doesn't convert as often as he should. His expected goals or XG are often higher than his actual goals, meaning there's room for him to become more clinical. This isn't just a flaw, it's an opportunity for growth and a challenge for the coaching staff. Also, despite his height, he's not a dominant aerial presence in the traditional sense, and his hold-up play against the most physical Premier League and European defenders will need to adapt. Now, let's talk about the man who's already wearing the black and white stripes, the Swedish sensation Alexander Isak. The toll around Ekitike and the rejected bid has naturally led questions about Isak's future, with some linking him away from Tyneside. But sources close to Newcastle are adamant they have no desire to part with him. In fact, The plan is to play these two together. This isn't just about replacement, it's about enhancement and building a squad capable of conquering Europe. Isak himself has Champions League experiences from his time with Real Sociedad and has scored in a competition for Newcastle against PSG in the previous season. He knows what it takes to perform on that big stage. When we talk about Isak, it's easy to get lost in the highlight reels of his goals, but there's so much more to his game. A quiet artistry, if you will. First off, that pace and dribbling. It's electric, isn't it? He glides past defenders, seemingly effortlessly, eating up ground with those long strides. He's not just a runner, he's a ball carrier, capable of turning defensive situations into attacking ones, in the blink of an eye. You see the raw talent there, that innate ability to beat a man one-on-one. But what truly sets Isak apart for me is his intelligent movement. He's like a phantom in the box sometimes. One moment is there, the next is exploiting that tiny pocket of space, that blind spot a defender has, making runs that rip open defenses. It's not about brute force, it's about reading the game, anticipating, and finding the perfect angle to receive the ball or create space for someone else. This football IQ is vital at that elite level. And when he gets his chance, that finishing is cool, composed. Whether it's with his left or right foot, he rarely snatches at an opportunity. There's a certain calmness under pressure that speaks volume about his character. He's also remarkably versatile. He can lead the line on his own, dropping deep to link play, or he can even drift wide, pulling defenders out of position. He's always looking to be involved, always looking to contribute, and his technical ability, his first touch, is often exquisite, bringing even the trickiest of passes under control. Now, no player is perfect, right? Sometimes, in really tight spaces, with defenders swarming, his close control can be a fraction off, leading to a turnover. And while he's tall, his older play, the art of shielding the ball with his back to goal, can still see some improvement. So, you have these two incredible players, Hugo Ekitike, the dynamic, technically gifted forward with a high ceiling and existing Champions League pedigree, who Newcastle have been battling hard to sign, and Alexander Isak, the proven, agile finisher with the intelligent movement on his own European experience, who Liverpool are now aggressively pursuing. This morning's news means everything has changed. Newcastle's original plan, the dream scenario, was for their combined pace and movement to be an absolute nightmare for opposition defenses. Picture it, Isak making one of his darting runs behind, drawing a defender, while Ekitike drifts into space created, ready to receive a through ball, or Ekitike dropping deep to link up play, pulling a centre-back out, and Isak exploding into vacated space. The beauty of their potential partnership, the versatility, the woolen thread on each other's toes. Isak can operate as the more orthodox number 9, the primary goal-getter, while Ekitike could be the perfect second striker, a dynamic forward who supports, creates, and still gets on the score sheet. This also fits perfectly with Eddie Howe's philosophy. He craves dynamic, attacking football built on intensity and pressing. Both Isak and Ekitike embody these qualities, but here's where Liverpool's move changes everything. Fabrizio Romano reveals that if Newcastle hold on firm on Isak, Liverpool will then attempt to hijack Newcastle's planned signing of Ekitike. This is a strategic move by Arne Slot's Liverpool, aimed at either securing their dream number 9 or failing that, denying Newcastle their secondary target and leaving them scrambling. It's a power play, as some analysts are calling it, creating immense pressure on Newcastle's transfer team. Newcastle's stance has been clear. They have no intention of selling Isak. David Oinstens confirms that they are aware of this, but Liverpool's belief that a €120 million bid could be possible shows their determination to test that resolve. The question now becomes, how much is Newcastle's Champions League ambition worth? How much are these players, together, worth to Eddie Howe's vision? Will they cash in on Isak and reinvest? Or will they stand firm against the champions and risk missing out on Ekitike too? The cost, the negotiation challenge, and now the direct competition make this one of the most compelling transfer sagas of the summer. For Newcastle, building a Champions League ready team has just become a whole lot more complicated. But what do you think with this breaking news? Do you believe Ekitike is still coming to Newcastle? Can they possibly keep Isak and sign Ekitike now? Or will Liverpool get one or even both? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you see this crazy saga playing out? If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth football analysis, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video as this story unfolds.